I'm here in Canyon Town Center, and I thought it'd be interesting to go check it out a little bit. So I'm just about to go down this tunnel. I'm expecting it to be pretty empty because it's a rainy weekday. So we'll see. So we're immediately walking out into this area. I think this should be like the direct center. There's restaurants there and restaurants that way. As you can see, this place is very nice. It's very spacious, and it's got these really long and wide sidewalks that are very nice. I mean, it's kind of being affected by the raindrops falling. Apparently this place called Soli Mio is opening. I'm probably saying that wrong. Looks really nice. I bet you that'd be really nice at night. So now we're coming to the stage area, which I'll get closer to that. Oh, this is cool. There's a water fountain right here. I think this also works as a splash pad. Yeah, there is a sign over there that says no diving, which is quite funny. So there's some showers over there, some benches. But now to the main area. But it has flooded a little bit. As you can see, the ibis are eating it up. So there's the stage over here, and I believe they do events here. I think that sign would probably tell us when their next event would be. All right, here's their board. They've got lots of things going on. A lot of these have already passed. Free admission. That's cool. They have it in Spanish. It's got all these sponsors down there. It's pretty cool. This is a nice little area over here, especially with these seating. I'm sure it'd be nice to watch a concert right over here. In fact, let's go up on stage. So here's the stage. It's a little wet from all the rain. It's pretty primitive. Has some outlets over there. Could definitely do some fun stuff over here. It's got this back area. As we're walking, you can actually see something that's new. This library that they put in here. This wasn't here. This was once a big empty field. It just started raining, so I might get a little bit wet. Whoa, these are super cool. I love solar energy. I think it's pretty great. Oh, look at this. Charge your phone. I believe this is just using the solar power. That's cool. They have a couple of these tables. Obviously, I'd like to go into the library, but I just don't think today's the day, especially because I don't want to bother anybody who's studying. It is a weekday, so people are probably in there for work or studying for school. So I think we'll hold off on that. Kind of a really cool little grounds area. You have the American flag and the Florida flag. All right, let's go back to the center area that we were just at. I'm really enjoying how easy it is to traverse this area because there's a lot of places that aren't really built up for you to walk on foot. But this place is pretty well done. As you can tell, it's definitely not free from being mainly car focused. There's a big parking lot over there. But they mainly have all of their stuff on this main street that you can just walk to. It does suffer with something that all of Florida has a problem with, which I would love to get into in a future video, but the lack of use that these public spaces get because of the people who live in Florida. Now, I don't know how I'm supposed to get over. There isn't like a clear path for me to go over, so we'll see if I can get over soon. So I had to run through it because there wasn't really a place for me to walk. But yeah, I wonder what the rent is like here. As you can see, there's a lot of non like stop by and come in places, like math, massage, something connected to Baptist Health, more nails, a nail salon. Not as many like restaurants and public spaces for people to go in. I think this does kind of connect to the clientele who lives around here. But yeah, there is a grill over there or some type of restaurant on that corner, and there's Chick-fil-A, and we'll go over there, over to the side where there's some other fast food restaurants and a sushi restaurant right here. I believe that is some kind of Northern European restaurant. Not really sure though. You have a Starbucks and a Chipotle connected with a Chick-fil-A right there. This is all seating for that Sushi Yama. So this was this parking lot that I was talking about. Right over here, there is just this huge parking lot. As you can just hear, there was a big horn honking. There's also a Panera Bread over there. But yeah, big parking lot. There's a bank over there. And I forget, there's a couple of stores around there. It's a funny mix that you see around Florida of very like friendly to walking in some places, and then it just gets really bad everywhere else. I think this place probably suffers from the fact that there are so many people who drive cars out here because you can't walk to here. This is actually in a surprisingly rural part of Florida. There's like big neighborhoods, but they're like the big ones that you can't like walk in, and they're just big houses full of old people. And there's not like a neighborhood there. Over there is a farm. Right across from us is a store. Right to the side is a big neighborhood, like a normal suburban tract home neighborhood, just one with like the big homes that are all separated. And then to the side, I believe there's a farm, there's another farm. So it's kind of rural-ish. It's just not the easiest to get to a place like this. But it is cool from what it is. I mean, if we did get more density out west here, this would be a really cool place to check out. I would hope that the stores become less like doctor's offices and nail salons and jewelers and more like restaurants. I wonder if the place that's in charge of here would like to rent out to more restaurants and make this a more friendly place, or if places like Massage Envy and Mathnasium are paying better so they stay better. But that's all for today's video. I'm gonna go have lunch.